Hi there. Let's go one step further in setting up our development environment by learning how to synchronize the relational data world to the object world of our programming paradigm. To do that, we will use the class builder application of passionORM, and I will show you how. We have created a demo project, which is a Windows form project. That solution can be found in your sample project folder. A shortcut to that folder exists in your start menu, program menu. We need to add a project to this solution, and we will do so by just right-clicking above the solution name in your Solution Explorer. We select New Project, and we choose the template passionORM class library. Adding this class library project will include the pre-generated files, the environment XML that holds all the general settings, as well as the passionORM dbgen file, which lets you launch the class builder from within Visual Studio. It also references, as you can see, the passionORM.dll. Let's have now a quick look at the environment.xml, which contains the databases, the providers, and the license nodes. For this tutorial, we've provided you with a sample database creation script. It's the file create_task_list dbscript.sql, which can be found at the location in the highlighted path. It will create the sample task list database, which uses the most common design scenarios to help you get through quickly in your learning curve. You can run this script in SQL Management Studio, and it will create for you the sample database with all its tables and relationships. The database is now created, and here is the database diagram. For more information on design considerations when creating a database, we've written a dedicated section in the passionORM user manual that you can either read online or from the files provided with the installation. Let's now launch the class builder. We will do so simply by double-clicking the passionORM dbgen file. We first need to set up the connection to the database. For that, open the Connection Properties dialog window and let's configure the connection. Fill out here the correct details about your database server and select the task list database. You can then test the connection by clicking on the Test Connection button just to verify that your settings are working. Enter here task list as the name of this connection. That name will be used to set the namespace where the generated classes are contained. Later you will be able to access your database through the classes created by the class builder by simply referencing that namespace with importing the tasklist.businessObjects namespace. And then you can click Add. We can see here the list of tables, 8 of them, for the class definitions generation. They have been populated with their fields definition too, as you can see. It's now time to configure each table as either dynamic data or static data. Static for tables containing lookup type of data like, statuses, types, etc. And we can select also here whether to render the static data as enumeration. For this demo, we will be setting person in team, resource, task, and team as dynamic, while resource type, task priority, and task status as static, making sure we check the render and enumeration checkbox. and finally a team dynamic data as well. It's now time to have the magic happen. All we need to do for that is to choose either VB.NET or C# for the output and to click the generate button. Simple, no? And now all the classes have been generated. And we're now ready to start programming. That's all that was needed to finish synchronizing with our database. You can see here the equivalent class for each table of the database in classes.cs file. And as we talked about earlier, the namespace used the connection name to be generated automatically. In our example, it's tasklist.businessObjects. Same thing for the enumerations of our lookup tables.